we're going live again from my phone because how do I end this? Private. Save. Okay. Trying to get this other live stream down. What is going on with our Wi-Fi? I don't know. It's annoying me. I don't even, where do I see the comments on this? I've never gone live on my phone before. It kept lagging on my computer, so we are now live on my phone. So I'm sorry for the interruption, folks. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that live, but we're here now. Okay, good. I'm glad it's working now. Hello. Hi. Welcome back. I'm sorry we were so rudely interrupted by my crappy house Wi-Fi. Sorry. Hi, Autumn. Hi, Pumpkin Pie. Hi, Lydiana. Yay! It's fixed. Thank you guys for sticking with me through that. You're just on my phone now. I haven't done a live on my phone before, so I'm trying to think what we were talking about. We were talking about chronic pain, different things to help with chronic pain. That's what I was talking about. Heat packs or ice packs. I love ice packs. Heating pads, heat packs. They have like salon pause patches where you can like stick them on your back, and it's like just like a subtle warmth that kind of just stays longer term. What else? Using a stem TENS unit, I think is what it's called. TENS units are great. That's definitely been something that's really helped with my pain, especially when partnering heat with my TENS unit. I'm pretty sure, I don't even know what the science behind a TENS unit is, but yeah, heat, ice. Also, I have a pain management doctor / team, so I have someone that helps me manage my medications and pain medicine to help with my chronic pain and stuff. So that is something as well. If you have tried all of the homeopathic remedies for pain and none of them are working, sometimes it can be really helpful to go find a pain management specialist or have your primary care. I don't even know if your primary care can prescribe pain meds like that. Like, I'm not sure, actually. What else works for pain? Stretching for me usually works a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that helps. May I ask what general topics are you talking about with your therapist? Just started therapy. Feel like it goes nowhere, but I never did therapy. Okay. I relate to this a lot. So some therapy sessions, I'm like, I literally have no idea what to talk about. And then we just kind of look at each other and it's like, do, 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 do. But there's other times where I'm like crying through an entire session. No issue trying to figure out what to talk about. But sometimes it can be helpful if you tell your therapist like what you need. Like if you're like, could you ask me a few questions? Maybe that'll like pull something out of me. Sometimes that can be helpful, just like voicing what you need and what works for you. In terms of what do we even talk about? I talk a lot about my PTSD and my medical trauma. A lot about the EMU. There's a reason I still haven't talked about that publicly, because that's still a whole mess in my brain that like sent my mental health into like a literal downward spiral. We're actually currently changing my antidepressants again right now, because we went from Lexapro to Zoloft and now we're going back to Lexapro because Zoloft just did not work for me at all. It probably, honestly, I think it made me a little worse, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I don't know. We talk a lot about different past traumatic experiences and like trying to work through that and talk a lot about my health and how that affects me long term, and how like living with chronic pain and symptoms and stuff. Like the other day I read through journal entries that were like really, they were not great journal entries. They were from when I was in a really bad headspace. So I don't know, therapy is your time to let it out and talk about whatever you need to get off your chest or heal from, or yeah. And sometimes you won't have as much to talk about, and that's okay. That's also your therapist's job to help you find something to talk about and pull it out of you sometimes, because I do have my days where I'm like, I literally have no idea what I want to talk about. And then we'll usually find something and go off of there. But yeah, I don't know. I also like to write down notes. Like if I'm like, oh, I just had a nightmare about this, like I should probably talk about this in therapy. I have a little therapy note where I'll go in and I'll write down different things that I want to talk about in therapy. So because I know the second I get into therapy, I'm going to forget. So I always have to write it down. So sometimes doing that can be a little helpful too. Sorry, what are you chewing on? Silly goose. The comments are, it's interesting. I'm used to my bigger screen for this, for the reading your guys' comments. How long you guys use heating pads? Yeah, definitely be careful, because I have burnt my skin before from using a heating pad for too long. I would say no more than an hour at a time, or like lower the heat at least maybe 30 minutes. I don't know, everyone's skin is different, especially if you have sensitive skin like EDS or connective tissue disorder or hypermobility or anything like that. If you have very fragile sensitive skin, definitely be mindful of any kind of heat, because you can literally burn yourself from using too much like heat source. What is on my lip? I have this spot on my lip because I was picking at it. I'm so bad about picking my lips. I'm gonna put a little lip mask on it right now. Nice. Yeah, I see a lot of people like really like swimming, which is really cool. I love swimming. I really, really do. I haven't swam in like over 5 years because of my central line. I had a PICC line for 3 years, and then I've had this guy for 1.5 years, going on 2 years maybe. And then I have my tube in my tummy. But yeah, I love this swimming. Swimming is a lot of fun. I'm a beach girly, hardcore, through and through. So I love the water, I love the beach, but I have not been able to swim. Well, that's not true. I was able to float in a floaty in the Florida pool, because we were in a controlled environment with a floaty, and I was with my boyfriend, so we were able to allow me to float a little bit, which was like the most I've been in water in literally 5 years. So that was really fun. Yeah, it was really interesting navigating the heat while we were down there. As someone who is very heat intolerant, it was definitely interesting to navigate that. I also am really weird about water in my ear, so if you're around water and you also don't like getting water in your ear, earplugs can be great too to swim with. Yeah, I love swimming. I do that all the time. I'll drop my phone and then I'll be like, oh wait, I have to grab it, and then I'll grab it, and then I'll be like, no, I'm dizzy because I bent over. Why are the comments automatically uploading? Hi, Shining. I love swimming. Sometimes it hurts too much. Yeah. Does anyone else experience like when the water pressure makes your stomach hurt or chest feel heavy? I do know that feeling, but it's been a really long time. Yeah, swimming is fun. I miss it for sure. That's definitely something that I miss / would like love to do again one day. Whether I get this taken out or get a port. I really don't want a port, but I'm considering it. Yeah, I don't know. I love my Hickman. She's my trusty old right now. Hi, Alex. Welcome to my live. I'm glad you were able to catch it today. Today was a very random live stream. I was not sure if I was gonna go live, and then I was like, you know what? It makes me very, very happy talking to my people. So, oh yeah, it's good to talk with all of you. Yeah, all my live streams are always saved onto my channel so that you all can watch it whenever it is most accessible for you. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else is going on. The Florida trip was a lot of fun. I really did not want to come home. I missed Simon a lot, but I did. So him and Luna are the reason I wanted to come home, but it was so nice. It was gorgeous. And yeah, we did a lot of different things to help me navigate the heat in Florida because it was really, really hot. Like some days the heat index was getting up to like 108, I think was the hottest heat index that we had. And lots of fans. We always had fans on us, lots of hats, ice packs. I had my little neck ring, my frozen neck ring that I was wearing at the beach that one day. We had several fans that one that I would clip onto my pants and that would just constantly be blowing air. And then I had another one that was handheld that had a mister too. So that was really helpful with the heat. What else? My boyfriend also got this thing called a chair pack. It's a small business that they are now unfortunately closing, but it's called a chair pack, and basically it's a backpack that just flops out as a chair, and it's actually like a really nice sturdy chair, and the backpack is huge, like there's a lot of space. So that was our since we were there without Simon, I didn't have my medical alerts, so we had to navigate, and if I like started to feel dizzy or like my pre-syncope symptoms, if I was walking, if we were on like the beach or something where I can't have my wheelchair, we would I would tell him, I'd be like, I'm dizzy, and he would whip out the chair pack, and that way I can just sit and plop very quickly whenever we quickly needed it. So the chair pack was actually a really, really cool thing that we got that was really helpful for the trip and just managing my symptoms with my POTS and dysautonomia. Yeah, that was interesting. Lots of syncope, but it's okay. Autumn, I'm glad you were able to catch my live. Oh, wait. Oh, thank you. I thought you were saying it's your birthday. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you luck if you're trying to find a diagnosis. I'm thankful that you're here. Thank you to all of you for being here and hanging out. And yeah, just being here. I appreciate having all of you here. It means a lot. B, hi. Do you find it hard to have hope? I would say yes and no. As I've gotten worse, I found it hard to have hope. Hope that I used to have when things were better. I appreciate it. Aw, thank you. That means a lot. I love you so much. I go in waves in terms of like finding hope, because I try to maintain like a prepare for the worst, hope for the best kind of mindset. I don't know. I definitely relate, and I've 100% had times where I was like, I have no hope. I'm never gonna feel better. I'm never gonna get better. I'm never gonna get relief. What's the point if I'm not gonna feel better? Trust me. Said all those things, lived all those things, felt all those things. But I don't know. I think just really leaning on the people that you love is a big thing that continues to give me hope. My fur babies. And even if it's just like getting through the day, like taking it literally minute by minute if you have to, hour by hour, day by day. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely go in waves of that for sure. I know when I get in a dark headspace, it's really hard to get out of that. But the people I love that are around me are actually really good at, especially my boyfriend. He has a magical power when it comes to pulling me out of my depression. I don't know how he does it. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope that was helpful. But yeah, just know you're definitely not alone. And that things will get better. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I mean, I don't know. It's all we can do is our best, and our best is always more than enough. So I'm proud of you. I love you. In case you haven't heard that lately. This is a lot harder for me to keep track of the comments on my phone. But that was driving me absolutely insane. The buffering was gonna make me lose my mind. Yeah, I don't know if I could do Florida heat year round. That would definitely be a lot, but it was so nice being there for vacation, for sure. I loved that. Ooh, yeah, Gatorade and electrolytes. Yes, for sure. Me and Matt we would go down by the water. If I was like getting really hot, if we were at the beach, he would just splash me. I would cover my line and he would just splash me to like cool me off. That was also really helpful to, because I obviously can't swim, but I can still cool off. And a lot of the beaches in Florida were nice and flat, whereas like where I'm from like Delaware, they're not flat. They're very lots of big waves. Beaches near where I am. Yeah. Pumpkin pie, please know that your journey, experiences, symptoms are so valid, whether you're diagnosed or not. Please always know that you are so valid. Yes, I I am very glad that we were able to do the trip as well. Fellow chronic illness Tubi girly. Hello, yes. I am doing okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just doing my thing. Taking it day by day. Mentally. Yeah, the comorbidities are always a doozy. I'm sorry that doctors have been dismissing you, Rachel. You don't deserve that. Keep advocating for yourself. Yes, I do see you, Pearl, learning blocks. I feel that now. People close to you don't think you're in pain. Yeah, I know a lot of us are good at masking it. We don't have to, but we do, because a lot of times, well, at least me personally, I can speak on my behalf. I am pretty good at masking my pain. No, I mask my pain a lot more, I feel like, around doctors and stuff than I do, and my friends, than I do like my like boyfriend and like mother. I don't know. But I definitely relate to that and have also felt that. It's hard when you feel like you can't necessarily be yourself, or you feel like you have to hide how you're like actually feeling. Thankfully my friends are very good about all of that, and I really don't have to, but I think it's just kind of a reflex thing. I don't know. But yes, you were not alone in that either. Yes, undiagnosed and diagnosed, doesn't matter. Yes, we all gotta stick together, for sure. Oh yeah, I love my fur babies. They are my children. I love them so much. I'm not in Florida. I do not live in Florida, but I just vacationed in Florida. It was a lot of fun. Where should we go next? Me and Matt are trying to figure out where we want to go. We have a little bit of time in September to do some traveling. Do you guys have any recommendations? If so, we'll gladly take it. Me and Matt love traveling. We have a lot of fun with it. I love getting to explore with my best friend. Yeah. Whoa, you're from Finland? Wait, that's so sick. That's really cool. Yeah, heat waves are no fun at all, that's for sure. um, I did not get SMAS surgery. We were able to, I was able to get relief with TPN and my J-tube feeds. It just generally, we were able to. I still have symptoms with my SMAS for sure. Like I have to take Bentyl. It's I call it my spasm med because I get this really bad pain in here where my mesenteric artery is. That's what SMAS is superior mesenteric artery syndrome. It's one of my conditions that I don't talk about as much because it's kind of like under control. I mean, as under control can be, but it is pretty well controlled with my medication. My medication helps a lot, but when I don't take it, and that spasm hurts so bad, like it is debilitating pain for sure. But thankfully, I was able to get a little bit of relief from my SMAS with proper nutrition and assistance from TPN and tube feeds. Thank you so much. Yeah, honestly, a hospital trip that did not end in an ER visit is a win in my book, is a win for me. That's for sure. Thank you so much. I'm excited to continue to edit the vlog footage. Part 1 is up. If you haven't seen it yet of my Florida vlog, that's taking the auto train and kind of like our Airbnb tour and everything, and our first night there. So that is part 1 that is up. I'm currently about to start editing part 2. I don't know how many parts it's gonna be because I started with over 3 hours of footage for just part 1. So it took me hours and hours and hours of editing, but I love how it turned out. I had so much fun and I love getting to share our adventures with you guys. I love getting to bring you along and I love looking back on it. It's like a little video diary, kind of. I like being able to look back on my life and like look at some memories and travel and stuff. Yes. Whoa, I'm behind on the chat. I'm so sorry. I love this live community too. No, we're so happy to have you guys here. Thank you all for using your spoons and energy to hang out and come and join this live and hang out with me. I really appreciate it and I'm really happy to have you here and I love getting to talk with all of you and learn more about you. Maryland heat is kicking my booty. I relate. Me too. Kicking my booty too. Mask a lot too. Yeah. I'm just saying flare up. Why didn't you tell me? Yeah. I don't know. It's such a common thing to mask how you're feeling with chronic pain because I feel like a lot of us have experienced being so dismissed from it but in the past. So it's like because we don't want to be dismissed, we conceal it. Well, I don't know. At least me personally, I'm not gonna speak on behalf of everyone, but for me personally, I know that sometimes it's a little bit how my brain works. Thanks for watching, Evie. My lives are always left on my channel so that if you need to pop in or out or watch it at a later time, whatever is most accessible for you, I always try to keep my live streams up and accessible to you guys at any time that you would like to watch it, and that is best for you. Also, med check-in. We have not done a med check-in today. Have you taken your meds today? If not, make sure you take your meds. Yeah, I've done my meds today. I have. I've also already done fluids. That's the only reason I'm not connected to fluids because I normally do my live streams while I'm connected to fluids. But I already ran my fluids today and I sucked them down real quick. The entire time I was filming, it went by pretty quick. Yeah, fake claiming is frustrating. I've been there for sure. It's like, if anything, I fake being well, not ill. Like, 10 years of having chronic pain. Just found out about functional medicine. Okay, having a huge consultation in a few weeks. Good luck, Haley. My fingers are crossed for you. I really, really hope that it goes well for you. Yes, water break. Yes, drink that water. Take those meds if you haven't already. Yeah, I'm trying to. If I swipe, will this stop it? Hopefully not. Ooh, I wanted to talk with you guys about that. I am. Hello, computer. Would you like to turn on at all, please? I think my computer was dying. The battery's been a little weird, but I wanted to. I've been working on something for you guys and I want to announce it, but I'm still trying to plan some of the logistics behind it. Let me see. Sorry, y'all, let me troubleshoot this 1 second. Yep, it was dead. I'm working on, it's something I talked about a long time ago that I just didn't, well, it took me a little bit to, sorry, y'all, my brain fell all over the place right now. I cannot keep track of a sentence. I am adjusting currently. I mentioned this briefly before we switched. Oh, my brain is trying to talk about a million different things at one time. Focus on one topic, Lindsay. The project that I'm working on is a virtual meet and greet. It's something I've been trying to do because I have gotten requests for a meet and greet, but I know it's really hard as people with disabilities. A lot of my audience is people with disabilities and chronic illness. Not everyone, but a lot of people. So I wanted to make a meetup accessible and virtual, but I will have to, so how I was planning it is I graphic designed a little thing together in a little form, and I think I'm gonna launch it, and then basically you click the Google form, you fill out your information, and the first like 20-25 people get the spots, and then it's just like basically a big Zoom call. Yeah, I don't know, let me know your thoughts. I'm trying to plan it out. I'm trying to figure out what day of the week to host it on. B, I want to like show you guys this form to make sure it's like accessible and like makes sense. So like what day of the week should I hold the meet and greet, and how many people should I max it out at? Because obviously if it's successful and it works well, I'm gonna do it again. So if you can't like get a spot in the first time, because it will be just first come first serve, whoever gets the spots gets the spots. Because my worry is if it's too many people that we won't be able to actually have a conversation, or like I want to actually be able to like communicate with you guys. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you think of that. I'm trying to pull up the Google form that oh, why are we still having no internet? Are you kidding? I'm glad I switched over to my phone because I don't know why our service is being so sketchy. Be interested. Weekends work best for you. Weekends is what I was thinking. I was planning on holding it over a weekend. What the heck? Why is our Wi-Fi not working at all? Because I really want to show you this form I made, but we might just have to do it a different day. Basically, it just has email, like to get your email address, your name, your age, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make them 18 plus. Whoa, didn't know that I was trying to. Here we go. Okay, I have the form pulled up. Okay, I have email, what's your name, how old are you? I have the necessary equipment to watch and listen to the Zoom call. What are your pronouns? Optional. How'd you hear about the event? And is optional. And then comments or questions. Okay, I'm just gonna flip my camera and show this to y'all. Okay, definitely not Mondays. Good to know. Be interested in weekends. Okay. So probably definitely weekend. That sounds great. Okay, 25. I know, I don't know. Should I do 18 plus? It's just because like I'm a 26-year-old adult. I feel like I would feel a little weird having minors on. I don't know. It's I don't know. I just want to make sure everyone's comfortable and safe, and I don't know. That's another thing is, do you guys want it to be 18 plus only? Like, I don't know. I know some of my audience is younger. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is just trying to get feedback. Nothing's cemented. Nothing's concrete right now. When I've done the social over Zoom, if it gets too large, they did random breakout rooms of 5. Okay, and they would shuffle the rooms after a period of time. That's a great idea. Yeah, this is about meet and greet. Yeah, I'm trying to plan a virtual meet and greet so that we can actually like meet and have conversations, but it'll be virtual. So here, let me turn around. This is like what I'm graphic designing up for this. This is, I was literally gonna hold it today, but this is not planned out yet. But this is the little form. It has like rules, guidelines, and then just like your basic information. I don't know. What do you guys think? And should I use something that's not Zoom? Like, should I use, I just saw someone say it can lag sometimes, or is like 25 people fine? Will I not have an issue with that? I don't know. There's so many decisions to make, but just know this is actually in the progress. Like, I'm actively working on it. I'm hoping to host it, actually do the giveaway in August at some point, I think. Definitely love it to be for minors also. Yeah, okay. True, especially since it's like a group of people. I feel like that's okay. Like the idea of an adult and a teen one. Okay, that's true. Yeah, I could do like a 18 plus one, and then like you have to have parent permission, I think, maybe. Yeah, do like a separate event, and then like if you're underage, that's fine. You just have adult permission. I'm not sure. I just want to make sure I'm being appropriate and respectful and making people feel safe, and you know, could have another adult with you. That is true. True. Yes, I could. These are great ideas, guys. Thank you. This is like really helpful because I'm still trying to mock it out, figure it out. Hi, baby. Luna says hello. You feeling lovey-dovey? Can we not call that? Thank you. Hi. Miss Princess Luna Chanel Marie. And then here's the man. You're so handsome, Simon. You're so cute. Yeah, what you noggin? What you noggin? What you noggin? Oh, what's your sister? She's like, I'm out of here. Hi, puppy. You're a cute boy. I'm so obsessed with them. Those are my babies. That's Luna and Simon, if you're new to my channel. Those are my fur babies. My emotional support animal and my service dog. That's my babies. You're cute, huh? Yeah, you're so cute. I love you so much. They are my literal children. My heart, my soul. Thank you, guys. I've been in a large Zoom with over 75 members without issues. Okay, okay. I think Zoom will be okay then. Okay, so we'll keep it on Zoom. I think we'll cut it off at 25 people. That's sounding good. And I think I'm gonna try to do 2 separate events, an 18 plus and any age one, maybe. Suggest a Zoom master to help run all the tech. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. How do I do that? How do I get what is a Zoom master? I've never heard of that before. How do I hire someone for that? This is super helpful information, guys. Thank you. I plan on putting this sign up. If it'll be on my community page. Yes. Community page. It's where all my like posts are, where I post about like doing live streams and stuff. 300 plus people. Do we want to do a larger Zoom? Do we want to do like 30 people max? Maybe? I don't know. But I mean, I could just put up the post randomly, or I could do a post before and say, hey, I'm going to be posting the meet and greet sign up sheet on whatever day it is that I plan on posting it, so that you guys have a heads up and know when it's coming out, so that way it's like a fair chance. I know sometimes notifications are weird and it like won't show up, and since it is first come first serve for spots. Yeah, heads up is nice. Okay. I'm thinking doing them every 3 months, maybe. I think that'd be heads up. Okay. I'll definitely do a heads up post. I'll say, hey, I'm gonna post the virtual meet and greet form tomorrow at this time, so that way you guys can expect it and know when it's coming, so that you can have a fair chance of joining. We're talking about a virtual meet and greet. I'm hosting a virtual meet and greet, but I am trying to figure out logistics, so I'm just getting your guys' input in terms of like what you think would be good, or any recommendations and stuff. So he could. My boyfriend is very shy. He has like no social media at all. So he could be there. If you guys want him there, sure, why not? Luna and Simon will be there. I don't know. I just figured it could be a good chance to get to be a little bit more personal with you guys. And I've gotten requests for like actual meet and greets, but I know it's so hard to just navigate travel with all of us being from like literally all over the world. So virtual allows us to kind of meet. I don't know. Figured it could be fun, but I'll let my boyfriend know that he is requested for the meet and greet. One day I'll have one in person and he will be my bodyguard. But until then, I think that this could be a nice way that that we can all meet on a different level. I don't know. But thank you guys for the input. I will chew on that and continue to plan it out, and I'll make sure to do a pre-post before the sign-up sheet goes out. Thank you guys. I love you. You're literally the best. Let me think. I think hire someone. Yeah, my mom could do it. That's true. Till's letting people in the breakout rooms. That's true. Okay, that's a great idea. Hi, Kylene. Bye, Lydiana. Thanks for watching. That's true. I might have my mom run it then. She could be like the Hi, you're upside down, silly goofy boy. So cute. I'm obsessed with you. Yes, you're so silly. Yeah, I hear you. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, we love Mama Murray. Yes. Mama Murray, the legend herself, the queen. We love her. Yeah. I'm sure I'll have her around too. It'll be a whole little family to get together. So we'll definitely do it on a weekend so that anyone is hopefully off work / school. Yeah. Ah. Thanks for tuning in, Clover. I am trying to figure out. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. Yeah, if you all ever want to. It's hard because I can only see usernames, so I'll always try to give proper pronouns, but I appreciate you asking. Yeah, I'm so glad you're excited for the meet and greet. I'm glad that you guys like that idea. I'm excited to chalk it out more and finalize it up. Yeah, it depends how it goes. I think if it goes really well, then I'll make it a normal thing. If at least every 3 months, maybe every other month, depending on spoons, etc. Oh, well, Savannah, welcome to my channel, and I'm really glad that you found it and you have this love and support here. I'm sending you all the love and spoons getting out of the hospital. I hope you recover from your surgery well. I wish I could give you a big hug. I'm giving you a virtual big hug, and hopefully you can get some relief and have a safe recovery. I love you guys so much. I love getting to talk with all of you. Truly makes me feel human again. But yeah, I'm trying to think. There was something else that I was going to mention, but I cannot remember what it was. Yeah, I've got lots of content coming. Florida vlog part 2 in process of being edited, and I also filmed my travel tips, my tips for traveling with chronic illness, a medical device. I filmed a whole long video talking about all of my tips, tricks, advice in terms of traveling with disabilities, illness, etc. So that is coming soon as well, which I'm excited for. I keep getting tummy goo on these shorts. I swear to goodness. I've been following my channel since before your diagnosis. Really? Oh, that's so sweet. I mean, thank you for sticking around that long. That's awesome. Started getting the same symptoms, helped you get diagnosed and not feel alone. Oh, Ashley, I love you. That means the world. Thank you. Thank you for watching and hanging out and being here. I appreciate all of you so much. Brain fog, sorry, buffering. Yes, not feeling as alone is a wonderful, wonderful gift that can really make a big difference, especially with how isolating chronic illness and disabilities can be, and mental health. Mental health loves to be like not very nice in the brain, but that's okay. But thank you, Ashley, for hanging out and sticking around for that long. Yeah. I have let me see. I've personally not experienced my NG&J being rejected. I have had times where my balloon ruptured and that caused it to start to like fall out, kind of. But I personally have not experienced that. But I will occasionally use Tegaderm. That's not helpful if you don't know what that is. Tape. I use paper tape, like when my tube was coming out and I had to keep it in. I use a lot of paper tape. I used a lot of gauze. I would like just kind of like push it in and tape it. I can't use plastic tape because my skin will go AWOL, so I have to use paper tape. So if you have sensitive skin, be careful if you do that. Especially like around like a feeding tube site, it's very sensitive and fragile skin around it, especially if you have any granulated tissue around your tube, which is like difficult. But yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that you liked that video. I actually have those guys right here. Let me close this. Let me see these little guys. This is Betty and Margie, if you all have not seen these before. Yeah, these are accessible makeup tools from this brand called By Storm Beauty. I love them and the CEO, Storm. She's so sweet. I've been working with her on testing these out and like giving some recommendations and stuff, so that's been really cool. But these are basically accessible beauty tools that can go onto certain makeup products and make them more accessible. So if you have mobility issues or dexterity issues, or you have a hard time like holding products, opening and closing products, using products, holding them, these products make it a lot easier to have better control over your products. It doesn't work super skinny products, which is something that I had brought up as an idea for future products, is like having a smaller one so that I can use it for like my lip liner and like different stuff like that. But for like a mascara and stuff, it's literally game changer. So this is Margie, this is Betty, and they're from By Storm Beauty. I do have a discount code if you're interested. If you use the code Chronically Lindsay, I think you get 10% off. So if you want to try these out, I got you with the discount code, of course. But this is Betty. I tend to use Betty more for my physical mobility limitations and issues because I get a lot of pain in my hands from my Ehlers-Danlos, and I also have very just generally like jittery, shaky hands, and having the better grip over the product when I'm using it gives me a lot more control and stability because I have something that I'm able to grip better. And it also makes opening and closing products a literal dream. It makes it so much easier, and it's so easy to just take on and off, and you can use it wherever, whenever you want. So, yeah, that's a great accessible tool, if you have not seen or heard of those before. Yeah. I'm glad you liked that video. I have a whole video reviewing these, demoing them and stuff, but yeah, these are my favorite, most recent, like accessible beauty hack tool, gadget, etc. Yeah. Right? No, it's really, really cool. It was a brilliant design. I love her so much. She's so sweet. And she also designed the box to be accessible as well. I kept the box and I was gonna keep it as like decoration, and then my dog got into it and he tore up the box. So the box is now in pieces with dog teeth in it, but the box was really cute too, and it was accessibly designed. The packaging, which was really cool, attention to detail as well. But I love trying out different, since I'm a beauty makeup lover girly, you can also use it on other things. It just has to be the right size for it. But yeah, that's a tool that's been really fun for me. Aware is not just a necklace, it's a lifeline. Need the app to connect. If you're in a threatening situation or need emergency contact, you double tap. Responders will be notified. That's really cool. I've never heard of Invisaware. That is really cool. Options for my crochet hooks. Better for my hands. True. I wonder if you could put these on a crochet hook. I'm not sure. They might be a little big for a crochet hook. But there's more coming soon. There's more. Trust me. I can't wait. Yeah. Yeah, gallbladder issues is kind of where my GI issues started. For those of you who don't know, oh my gosh, brain fog. Gallbladder, yes. I remember having a HIDA scan because I was having a lot of vomiting and nausea and different stuff like that. And then I was diagnosed first with the SMAS and then the gastroparesis. But I did end up having to get my gallbladder taken out. I have a whole vlog on my channel because I had to go into, it wasn't emergency surgery, but it was definitely like needed to happen because my gallbladder just died and my stomach was just like, but ever since my gallbladder removal surgery, that's when my GI issues honestly kind of got worse. And yeah, that's kind of where we were at. But now I have a lot, like my G tube is very important. I have a GJ too. That's what my little button down here is. And that means it's in my stomach, my gastric, and the jejunum, which is past the stomach. Because of my gastroparesis, my stomach is partially paralyzed, so things don't move through it properly. So having the tube go into the jejunum bypasses the stomach for those important things that I need. Yeah. Catherine, I'm sorry to hear about that. I am sending you all the love, all the spoons, all the hug, all the support, good energy, and my fingers are crossed for you that your appointment goes well. Yes, good luck, Catherine. Strawberry rubber crochet hooks may work with Margie. Yeah, they might. Yeah. Especially if, yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, the chubbier one. Yeah, I actually think I still have one of those crochet hooks. I haven't crocheted in a hot minute because I love it. It's a lot of fun, but it does hurt my hands a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. These are also like so sensory friendly. Like they're so fun. And they also have Braille on them, which I think is a really cool detail. They have Braille identifying, both of them, which I think is a really cool detail too. But I love getting to share different like accessibility tools and hacks and stuff. I will show you guys this too. This has been also like game changer. If you're ever wanting to shop anything that I like talk about or show in my videos, I have this account called a Bendable account, and all of my accessible makeup products, my mobility aids, my makeup, my hair products, like every single thing that I use is always going to be on my Bendable account. So if you're ever wondering like, oh, where does she get that? Like it's most likely on my Bendable account. This is called a Little Ouchies. It is a fidget stim. I'm currently working on a video about neurodivergence because I have not talked about it a lot on my channel, but I am very neurodivergent. And yeah, this is something that has been very helpful for me because I'm someone who stress subconsciously like stims, and I pick at my lip, I chew at my cheeks, I pick at my hangnails and my nails. So this has been a helpful little fidget tool that you can squeeze, and it's not gonna actually hurt you. It's gonna indent my skin a lot because I have EDS and I'm just take form of whatever I mold into. I fell asleep on my boyfriend the other day and I had like his full shirt indent in my face when I woke up. I slept so hard. I swear that man's arms is magical. The second that I lay on him and I'm in his arms, I almost always just fall asleep because I'm just so comfy and safe and happy. His arms are my safe place, 100%. But this is something that's been really helpful stem wise. I use it a lot in therapy, especially if we're like talking about something like one of my several traumatic experiences. Sometimes this is really helpful for grounding and allowing me to get that pain stemming out in like a more helpful, safe way. But that's another fidget tool that I recommend. I've also got this guy over here. This guy's pretty fun. This is another fidget hand thing that I like to hold. I don't even know what this is called. I've had this for as long as I can remember, and I always liked it. And I was like, why do I like this so much? And I was like, oh, it's because you like the stem on it. Yeah. Thank you. My glasses. Oh, where are they from? What is that brand called? These are the Lerber glasses. Oh, what the heck? I am completely blanking. Hold on. Phi 2 eyewear, I think, is where they're from. If I'm remembering that. Yes, Phi 2. That's where my glasses are from. I think these are the Lerber glasses, if I remember properly. But thank you. I know, I need to check it out. Yeah, no, it is a really cool fidget. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what this is called because I don't know. This is not linked on my Venable because I don't know how to find this. So I will be searching for this to put on my thing. Yeah. Working with your OT for solutions. That's great. Saving for ring splints. Yeah, ring splints are great. Very expensive, but very, very great. I do have a video on my channel about making DIY ring splints. If you are looking for a temporary affordable option, you can make your own ring splints with craft wire. I have done it before. I have a channel. No dip, I have a channel. I have a video on my channel about DIYing and making how I made my own ring splints. I mostly use them when I'm editing. That's when I most likely use them. They're not the most comfy thing, but they do work in a pinch, especially if you're on a budget, which I get because I am too, trust me. Does the ivy line go all the way into your heart? Yes. Well, not like immediately. It goes into a vein, into an artery. Hold on, I don't want to give you an incorrect answer. It's the formal term is a tunneled central venous catheter. I don't know, I think it goes into a vein. It goes into a vein that goes into your heart, basically. So it's not directly in my heart, but it is go into a vein that goes into an artery that goes into my heart. I'm trying to pull up a picture so you can see it. It's called a Hickman. That's like the nickname for it. So this is what it looks like. Trying to zoom in. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Here we go. So that's what it looks like slash how my line is oriented. Definitely very interesting placement because they have to go in through like a spot on your neck. Where is it? I don't even know. Did I scar from it? Wow, I healed pretty surprisingly well, but they do go in a spot in your neck, and they always say to not like pick off the glue when you first initially get it placed, but I healed really well from that. But you can feel the line if you like gently run over your skin right here. You can feel the actual line. It's a weird sensation at first, but I've had a line for so many years. I'm so used to it. Yeah, I love my line. I love my Hickman. She keeps me alive, especially in the summer with my fluids. It keeps me going. Keeps me trucking. All right, everybody. I am running out of spoons and I have been filming all day, so I am going to end this live stream here. But thank you all so, so much for tuning in and watching and hanging out with me. It means the world to me when I get to talk to you guys and catch up. And I know we had some technical difficulties at the beginning of the live stream, so thanks for sticking it out for everyone who's hanging around here. But thank you so much for watching and for hanging out. I love you guys, and I will see you very, very soon. I have scheduled out shorts for the next like literal week. So you will have a short coming every single day for the next week for sure. They're already scheduled. So yeah, I love you guys. I will see you so, so soon, and I'll try to do another live stream soon, and hopefully we won't have Wi-Fi issues. I love you guys. Be safe, and I will see you soon. I'm sending you all my love and spoons. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go to a Zofran because I'm nauseous. I love you guys. Bye.